my little task was to, there's little sayings each of them have, you know, they could be one-liners. I'm going to start with my mom. Now, Mom was kind of more direct. She was few words, more action. You know, you just knew something was wrong, or you knew you did something right. Well, I'll never forget the time you caught me with the cigarettes in my tube sock, but that's a whole other issue. But little things like, she used to say this actually to all of us. How do you drink 6 beers? I cannot even drink 6 Cokes. Thought about it. Yeah, I guess it is kind of filling. It just seemed to go through. But, when Alan was playing baseball, I guess they had a really good inning. I mean, they batted around and they were scoring a lot of runs. Well, Al made 2 of the outs in the inning. Mom's response was, well, somebody had to make them. Made him feel better, right? Another thing that she used to always say is, you know, whenever she really got upset was, you know, if you do that again, I'm gonna snatch you ball-headed. That was her thing. Kind of shake her head down. Put the grease in it. Now, yeah, you're going to hear some fun stuff. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, with 4 boys, that's just what we do. It's the world's oldest joke. It really is. As my dad used to say, you know, kids, if I'd have known that, I'd have just gotten you a whoopee cushion. I'd have saved a lot of money. So, well, you heard what happened to me. I got grounded, actually, for that one. But Mom used to always say, well, you need to just go to the tube room. Okay. Didn't really matter. We go to the tube room and in front of everybody. Can't do anything. Another one of her sayings is, well, where's the clicker? You know, where's the clicker? You get her the clicker, she don't know how to use it. Well, how do you use this thing? Well, what do you need it for? You have no clue how to use it. Do you want something to eat? She's always wanting to feed us. Now, we don't get up until 11 o'clock most times. You know? You want something to eat? Yeah, sure, we eat. Half hour later, well, it's lunchtime. This goes on all the time. Plus, Mom does laundry like 24/7. I mean, I swear to you do. You're always doing laundry. You come to see us, you're doing our laundry. I mean, you're doing the neighbor's laundry. It's just constant. Everybody has clean clothes. I mean, it's great. So, thank you very much, Mom. Now, Lara, on the other hand, you almost need an encyclopedia. I mean, this is almost like the phone book. It's so thick. So I had to kind of go through, like I said, clean things up. I have quite a list. So sit back and enjoy. One of the guys just alluded to the fact, he used to always say, just once I would like to get into a car with gas in it. Yeah. He would get up every morning for work, there's no gas in the car, he's spilling his coffee. And he still made it to work on time. House as big as a barn, and we're all in the bathroom. We did it at Utah. We all like to be together. Yeah. You heard about them with their toothbrushes and stopped there. Another saying was, welcome to Larryland. I'm sure the beer fairy has left plenty of surprises in the yard. You used to find a lot of beer in the yard. Boys, when I want to hide anything from myself, I just hide it on the lawnmower seat. Meaning, we never mowed the grass. So if he had anything like socks, clothes, beer, food, he just put it on the lawnmower seat. He knew it was safe. Another one, what is it you folks do at 2 in the morning? I don't get it. What happens at 2 in the morning? I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sleep till noon like you guys. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out at midnight, just see what happens. I've raised 4 vampires. I don't know. Okay, boys, today is Saturday work session. The only thing I want to see is assholes and elbows. This one's directed to John. John, when dishes are piled high to the ceiling and you're drinking tea out of a vase, it may be time to do the dishes. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. Tomorrow is the last day to take out the garbage. Sign the management. Stop wearing my shirts and ties. We would do this once we got jobs in the grocery business. You had to wear a tie. Even though you're back in groceries, you had to wear a nice shirt and tie. Well, we wore his stuff. So it really got dirty. So anyway, stop wearing my shirts and ties. I'm tired of looking like the Christ child when I go to work. Stop using my razors. I'm starting to look like Moses. Another one he always said was, if Moses would have taken the left instead of right, he'd be sitting on all that oil. Mark, you owe me $250 for that telephone pole you hit. Going halves on that truck with Kevin was not one of my smartest moves. Let me get my nightgown, because I think I'm going to get screwed. Mark did what? This one was kind of directed at me. Calling your house is like calling atheist dial a prayer. I didn't answer a lot. Instead of writing down what you need to do in your Franklin planner, just do it. Kevin, I have a cold today. Can I have one of your menthols? That's when I got busted. Alright, well, I don't know if any of these guys alluded to it, but we used to have these family meetings when everything was getting a little bit out of control. We didn't go around the house, and he was in a bad mood. So we would have these meetings in our dining room. And most of the time they were pretty serious, but sometimes they got a little comical. And we had one. It was, I don't know, it was probably on a Saturday afternoon. And actually Dave Patrick, a friend of John's, was sitting in the living room listening to it just howling. Well, this is kind of how this went. I had just graduated college, so that put me at 23, I think, 22. I was like 12 or 13, and those guys were in between. So this is how this went. Now, John, I guess, just graduated high school, but he was on all these trips. He was going to Boyne Mountain skiing. He went down to Florida, and he didn't have a job. He was having a ball. So that's how it began. John, no more vacations. Dad hadn't had a vacation in 10 years. Kevin, shower the world with resumes. Allie used to eat a lot of peanut butter and jelly, and for some reason he used a dish rag. I'm not sure what the dish rag was, but he put the peanut butter and jelly on a dish rag and just smothered it with that stuff. Anyway, this is kind of how that went. Alan, I could pick up any dish rag and throw it and it would stick to the wall. I am tired of peanut butter on the ceiling and grape juice on the curtains. This is one of my favorites. Mark, I appreciate you cleaning the kitchen, but do you have to drink a 12-pack? And this one pertains to all of us. We've all heard this one over and over, and this is my all-time favorite. Son, there are very few perfect things in this world, but you are a perfect asshole. That is total leg. And there's a bunch more, actually. We'll stop at that. So basically, if everybody would just pick up their glass.